Let's go!
OMG BBG!
Welcome back to another Beyblade Burst video. I know a couple videos ago we talked about the Rev Up Launchers, the best Beyblade launchers like ever. One of our favorites. It goes super crazy. You can rev it to high RPM. So we managed to actually fix a couple of these because we were able to get replacement gears for them. And a couple of you guys actually recommended us to use these launchers for Beyblade Burst.
Yeah, we pretty much already thought that we were going to do this video anyways, and you guys were requesting it, so we're like, yeah, why not?
Exactly. Now that we have like most of them fixed now, we can actually transform them into burst launchers. Beyblade Metal Fight prongs are different than Beyblade Burst launcher prongs, so we kind of have to modify it a little bit to make them work. For this mod to work, of course, you gotta have a Rev Up launcher, which is actually pretty expensive now. Good luck finding these. But you also have to find a Beyblade Burst launcher where you can sacrifice the prongs. So we'll be taking apart this light launcher so we can steal this Beyblade Burst prong. That way it attaches to our regular Beyblade Burst Beys. Hopefully this is gonna turn into an epic launcher for a Beyblade Burst Beys. Before we get started with modifying this launcher and doing some test battles with the Rev Up launcher in Beyblade Burst, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and click on that bell notification icon so you guys don't miss the next video. You can check us out on Instagram at Geek Dosage and on TikTok at BeybladeGeeks Official. There are 3 screws for the cover, so take those out. Remove the cover. Now we have access to the prongs. Now we gotta remove the prongs from the burst launchers. We just have to take a Beyblade Burst prong from one of the launchers. This one, just have to kind of lift it up, pull it up. Once we take the cover off, you'll see that we can now put it together. It's like fits perfectly. So that was a super simple process actually. We basically just took apart the cover portion and then slapped on that Beyblade Burst prong. Works pretty well, it seems like. It's catching on to the gears. No problem so far. So I guess we gotta really test it by launching a Beyblade Burst Bay on it.
Yeah, why are people not using this more often? That's my question. Like,
are you trying to, like, that question's kind of like towards us too. Like,
yeah,
why haven't we used this launcher for Beyblade Burst
exactly.
all this time?
It's been years now, so people have been doing this basically.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, so let's give you a summary of the Rev Up launcher. Of course, you attach your bay on the bottom, and then you can pull the string, rev it up to super high RPM, and then shake the launcher to let go of the bay to launch it. Again, never use this button to launch the bay, otherwise it will immediately like break it.
It's like a self-destruct button, so if you know you feel suicidal, you want to actually like break your launcher, then press it.
Yeah, design flaw, definitely. And this is a 10-year-old launcher too, pretty much, so be careful with it. It is a mono launcher, so like, you know, there are some quirks that you gotta take care of. Just make sure it's on properly. I got a infinite Achilles, seems like it's pretty good, solid. And let's demo this for you.
Yo, it flies though, man.
That was fast. Is it faster than the sparking launcher? I think so. Jet Wyvern?
So fast. Would love to be able to do like a stamina test now. So now that we have a Rev Up version for Burst. Oh yeah. Man, I bet these bays will spin forever.
Okay, let me try that like again.
Look at that barrier.
Nice.
Max size. That's awesome.
Now it seems like it doesn't work for every single bay. Like I have this DB Ragnarok. I can't, it doesn't really like let me rev it. Like it just lands right away.
Yeah, some bays don't fit as well.
But overall, it's still a good mod. I think when I'm feeling that I want that power, can come for that rev up.
Alright, let's battle now. 3, 2, 1, That Rev Up is so nostalgic, man.
Yeah, just the feel is so nice.
3, 2, 1, 2.
Oh. when the bait goes so fast to a point where it's actually like stabilized in the very first couple seconds.
So you can't figure out what to do.
Pretty much.
3, 2, 1, go. Yo. Was that because of the rev up, or is that just Super Hyperion being Super Hyperion?
Both. It's still lost?
Well, I mean, this is a great defense type sometimes, like if you can keep it controlled. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, GT Beys. GT Beys taking out Spartan Beys.
Got an electric bay this time with Rev Up.
This should be illegal. Electric driver and a Rev Up launcher.
Okay, let's make sure it actually fits. Okay, there we go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Self-destructed?
Dude, you self-destruct.
Why though?
Too fast.
Okay, Lord Spriggan.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey.
Oh no. Goodbye, Glide Ragnarok. 3, 2, 1, go.
3,
2, 1, go.
Getting stuck in
What is happening? Dude, you actually outspun the Lucifer the end, like with this guy with no stamina.
To be honest though, speed-wise, I don't know if it actually like increased it all that much compared to a regular sparkling launcher, like a long run winder. But still, it feels so satisfying.
That initial burst of speed seems faster to me.
Yeah, I think that first like 2 seconds.
Yeah, and then everything after that, it dies very quickly. So like the decline is very steep.
I guess for nostalgia's sake, you can technically use a burst version of the Metal Fight Beys, and with this launcher, you know, now you have full Metal Fight, but in burst form. And that's how you use the Rev Up launcher designed for the Metal Fight Sega in Beyblade Burst. What did you guys think of this video? Do you guys like the feel of the Rev Up, or is it just like old to you?
Yo, I swear, some people are just not into it, even though it's like pretty cool and you know, it actually is fast. I know that there's a lot of people out there that just prefer the regular sparking launcher or their, you know, their custom bay launcher.
It's crazy to think that this thing is like 10 years old now. The mod though, it works most of the time, but some bays though aren't really compatible and it just flies out. Or we had a Big Bang armor and it wouldn't actually even fit onto this because it's not long enough. So yeah, keep that in mind, but so far it is a good mod. So I would recommend doing it if you have an extra Rev Up launcher. Alright guys, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and as always,
Geeks out!